find yourself creating a new Trello board every time you have a new idea or start a new project, you actually might be making your business much harder to run, not easier. Today, I'm going to show you how we're going to fix all that by using Trello for project management and building a single project board, a central station where every initiative in your business lives so that you and your team can see exactly what needs to happen next. All right, fam, so here we are inside my Trello Big Fat Projects template board. This is the demo board that I use with every single one of our clients. It's developed through 10 plus years of trial and error running a small team in the online business space. And I want to show you how you can actually leverage this to organize everything that you do. Now, fair warning, if you're a solopreneur and you don't have a virtual assistant or anyone on your team, and maybe right now you just run a very simple business with a single focus, this might be a little too robust for you. And instead, you want to watch our Trello workflow for beginners. That system is going to be way better for you. This one is specifically designed for business owners who are juggling multiple departments, things like product launches and marketing and managing a team while they're doing it. We're essentially building a machine here, not a to-do list. And so that's the big differentiator. Now, as we look at the board, I want to break it down into two separate entities because it's really important. Number one, we want to have instructions for how to make the best out of this board for your team. This is something that I do with all of our boards just to make sure that everyone is on the same page and they understand how to use it. And then from there, we're going to go into the project resources. So if there's a particular set of card labels, which I highly recommend that you use, here's how they work and a brief explanation of what those labels mean for anyone who you are adding to the team in the future, as well as your existing team. This future proofs to you a lot, by the way, when you grow and you're adding new team members, so everyone understands how to use the board. There's also questions for the next team meeting. If this is something that you use, if you do have team meetings, we do. So this is really helpful. And then an info hub with logins and documents and anything else that people might need to work on a project. Although please make sure to use a password keeper, like 1Password or LastPass. Don't store your passwords anywhere, especially not on your project management tool directly. Okay, so let's get into the workflow. So anything on this board that moves towards the right, we're essentially moving things from the left side all the way to the right in a Kanban format so that everyone understands how progress and movement flow in the Trello board. So we're going to start by having just a list of projects or initiatives, things that have multiple steps, not one-off tasks. And that's the difference between projects and managing individual tasks. Now, you'll notice that this is definitely a place where you can add subtasks to individual projects. Let's say, for example, we want to get t-shirt and merch designs going. There's going to be subtasks for all of that, right? Maybe we have brainstorm of ideas, design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are subtasks, and you can easily add those via checklists and individual project cards. So your cards are going to serve as that initial project anchor, and we're going to work on that project inside this one space. So there's not a bunch of different messages that are floating around. Maybe use other team chat tools like Voxer or Slack for those things. It's important that you have the general conversation around this specific project in one place. Now here, I might add another set of tasks and maybe title it something like process. And so we're going to decide on the best designs, and perhaps we're going to get approval from CEO or team lead. And then we're going to research print services. And then we're going to create the marketing plan to get the shirts out into the world. Maybe the third process after that is marketing, right? How are we going to market once we're done with the design? So maybe we're going to launch a new shop page and we're going to create an order form. We're also going to go in and write email blasts and SMS blasts. And then maybe we do a cool launch party or something like that. And so you're starting to see how we're going from just an idea or an initiative or a project into individual subtasks that we're now organizing and creating a central hub for how the project is going to move forward. Now, what's really cool is here, if you have the paid version of Trello, you can also assign individual team members to each one of these. If you don't have the paid version, you could also just tag the team member here. I'm tagging Belle, who's our content manager, and she also works in design. So I might add her here, and then she knows what she needs to be working on. But of course, I think that upgrading for the paid version to be able to assign tasks to your team makes a lot of sense. So I'm just going to tag here different team members with these individual tasks, and that way everyone knows what they're supposed to be doing. You can also assign dates and sub deadlines for each of these individual subtasks, again, if you have the paid version of Trello, and that just helps you add a little bit more of urgency and clarity for the team to know when things are expected in terms of deliverables and finalizing these tasks. Now, if at any point one of these tasks becomes something that evolves into a larger project, for example, maybe launching the new shop page has a ton of other things that we need to consider, you can also turn that into essentially another project by clicking on these three dots and click on convert to card. Now what that's going to do is it's actually going to build the card over on your project board. And you can see it right here on the same list. That is now its own individual card, and you could add, again, more of those checklists and to-dos. Now, coming back here with our merge example, there's also the ability to add a project description, and this is where you can add instructions for the team, outline your initial vision, or set up a particular objective. And that way, everyone, again, is on the same page. If you're doing this solo, this also helps guide you, especially if you have like spur of the moment ideas and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to write that down. Open up your Trello account over on your phone even and just write down a quick description of what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Another cool hack that I use all the time is I will open up the voice notes on my phone, record an audio note, and then send that over to my Trello board so that I am remembering what idea I had in the moment and I can review it for later. This idea is especially helpful if you, like me, tend to have a ton of ideas and then you don't remember why you wanted to actually deploy that specific project. Okay, so next step, we want to add labels. And this is where things get really cool for me. I love being able to organize things with labels because it gives me an idea of what is most important and what is going to be the priority, as well as what's going to deliver the most amount of revenue. So for me, I like having labels of multiple different categories. I want to know what's going to be client work, that is going to be things that we're delivering on that we already sold, what's going to be marketing, what are ongoing projects, what's going to be priority. And you can even add other things like, for example, you can create a new label and this is admin. And that way, when your team knows, hey, this is what we're working on this month, and whether or not it makes sense to prioritize it. So I like to also use these labels for revenue generation. And you'll see these are multiple figures here. Oh, we already had an admin label. That's fine. And so these figures help us figure out, okay, is this going to be a 2-figure project? Is it a 3-figure, a 4, a 5+ figure project? And this helps us stay focused on revenue generating tasks and projects rather than just going around and being quote unquote busy. We want to make sure that all of these projects are actually moving the needle forward and meeting our goals. So I would say this is probably a 4-figure project as an example, and there is some element to marketing. So I'm going to add it here as that label. But again, you want to make sure that you customize these to your individual business and what makes the most sense for you. Now, whenever there's people that are going to be collaborating on my project, I like to add them as members. So I'm going to have Belle and Brian on our team added here to this Trello board because that signals to them, hey, we're starting this new project. Make sure that you are paying attention. Of course, if there's any attachments, you can link things here. You can also add files directly from your computer, as well as link anything from your Google Drive or Dropbox if you have integrated that into the Trello settings. Now, I also like to set up a due date, and this just helps us understand when we need to be completing this project so everyone is on the same page. I'm going to add here August 12th and save it. That way everyone is on the same page. And also, I want to come in here and comment on anything. Whenever I'm deploying a project, I like to tag everyone who's going to be involved in that project and just give them a brief overview. Something like, hey guys, we're finalizing our t-shirt/merch designs for the new shop. Here are all the tasks. Let me know if you have any questions. And now I can just have them tagged, they'll get a notification and they can acknowledge with an emoji, reply, all that good stuff. Finally, this is more of an advanced thing. You don't need this if you're just getting started with a project management tool, but you can add custom fields. And these are a little bit more advanced. They're also a paid feature, but can come super in handy if you need to turn your project management list into something a little bit more custom, a little bit more specific to your individual business. Things like being able to track revenue directly from a particular project, or perhaps creating some advanced automations with buttons. Usually you need custom fields for that. And so just be aware that it is a feature and an option inside of Trello. All right, so now that we understand what we're going to be adding to all of the projects, we have an actual workflow, a cadence that we want to follow. And so once we have decided that we're going to start a project in a particular month, I will move it over to this list. This is really important to review and set up as a habit every single start of the month. So maybe the last week of the previous month or the first Monday of every month, you can go in and really look at what are the projects that you're going to be working on individually or as a team. And that helps you to have some focus and some clarity. Now, I have a general rule too that I don't add new projects until everything has been completed for that month. So you'll notice that there are some projects here that are in progress. And so I want to make sure that those are completed before I start any new ones. And so let's say that your list is going to look something like this at the beginning of the month, right? You have not necessarily completed things yet. And so you have all of the things that you want to accomplish on this list. Then you're going to select the things that you're going to be working on the following month or the current month. And once you're getting ready to start that project, you'll move it into in progress. You also will have eventually a list of all the completed projects that you already have taken care of. And now you actually have a workflow, a system, a way to manage all of the things that need to get done in your business and be able to track what everyone is working on seamlessly and strategically. Okay, so now that you can see that the card holds the individual project and your board is essentially a timeline for how you're going to be moving forward in your business, here's an important reality check. A pretty Trello board cannot fix a broken business strategy. And if you're watching this and realizing, oh my gosh, Kim, my issue isn't just the board, it's that my team doesn't know what to execute on to drive revenue, that's exactly what we solve inside the Business Lounge. We help coaches and experts build the strategy first so that the systems actually work. So if you want to see how we do that, check the link in the description to learn more about working with us. And now back to the board. All right, so as you're working on projects and maybe you're completing them, moving them from that in progress to the completed list, there might be some things that come along that just might not be the perfect timing. This happens all the time in our team. And so we have a special list that's just for pause projects. These things are not going to go away. We're still going to work on them, but maybe something else came up that was a little bit more important and had more priority. And so we're going to want to move that over potentially into, let's say, a pause list before we tackle the next thing. And finally, I really like having a project shelf. And this is slightly different than pausing a project. The shelf is for projects that we realize we really do not need to be executing on right now. So that it's not that we're going to come back to them, it's that we're going to shelf the project entirely. Sometimes you get into a specific area in your business and you realize, oh my gosh, we don't have the technical resources, or we just got in a little over our heads with this one. Let's still potentially pursue that idea next year or in 6 months, but we're not going to come back to it right away. That's where I would use the project shelf. And that is different than these idea lists, because here are all the things that we're thinking about creating, whereas the project shelf is for projects that you've already tried, but maybe now is not the right time, or perhaps you realize, again, you're in over your head and it just doesn't make sense for the season. You can choose to have this or not have it at all. I just wanted to mention it because it does come up quite a lot with our clients, and I want to make sure that you are customizing this and looking at different ways and getting ideas and inspiration for how you can customize this entire process to fit your individual workflow. All right, fam. So one final thing, as you can see, yes, things can get quite busy, especially if you have a ton of different projects like we do. So let me show you finally how to prioritize. Always try to think about priorities before you just start executing on multiple different projects. And so that's where your priority labels can come in. As a reminder, here on Trello, you can click on the label to expand it, and it's going to show you what it actually says. I like having that view. Some people prefer the minimalist look. This is definitely the one for me. So as you're going through your project list, You can say, okay, what's going to make us the most revenue this quarter, this month, this year? Is there something that you already promised to clients? Is there a particular feature or functionality in your business that you need to develop? And for example, we can decide that, hey, we really need to price increase our services. So I'm going to mark that as a priority. And even though we have multiple projects that we're going to be working on this month, this is going to be the number one. And I'm going to begin that one first as an example. And so I hope that you're feeling inspired and empowered to actually manage your projects in your business in a smarter way that leads to more flow, better collaboration with your team, and clear goals and organization as you implement. So once you have your project management board ready and out of the way, the next step is to think through your marketing, particularly your content. And we just created a brand new video that really shows you how to use our attract, connect, and convert strategy to create a content calendar that attracts paying clients and customers, not just plans more tasks. I'll leave this video linked somewhere here and see you over there. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want access to all of our Trello boards, I'll also leave a link below to our Trello template pack specifically designed for business owners. Un beso, and I'll see you on the other video.